this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video for Get Into Shape where we use shape and we are going to be revisiting our list from last year. So last year in January we did circles. So I found this sketch or this layout that you will see pop up here in just a second. And it is from Papers Issues and it is Kate Benjamin that did a bunch of circles. Now, last year, we kept going with Get Into Shape. I can't remember who started it 2 years ago, and then I kept it going last year, and then, of course, we're back again. So what we are doing is this year, we are revisiting the same shapes that we did last year, except for two. Two of them are going to be different, and when we get to those months, you will know. So mine is circles. So I started out off camera. I punched a bunch of circles and then found stencils from Vicky Booten. So the circle punches that I got are from Stampin' Up, and they are a 1/2 inch, 1.5 inch, 2, and then 2 3/8. Yes, I have all those punches. Since then, I have gotten the thinlits or die cuts, whatever you want to call them. So my background here, you will see it. It is very subtle, and it's going to be subtle in the background. So what you see here is that I got out the 2 stencils, and then I got out 3 different colors of Distress Oxide. It's Candied Apple, Spun Sugar, and Mermaid Lagoon. And I just made a bunch of circles on top of the stars that are on this paper. Now, the papers that I am using are from Close to My Heart, Hello Darlin'. It's a 2023 collection, the papers and stickers. So this one is it. And then those are the circles that I cut out or punched out of those inches that I did. And then American Crafts is the main collection that I'm using, which is called Flags and Frills. And it's the 12 by 12 paper pack and stickers, and then the 6 by 8 paper pack, and then obviously the embellishments. I don't have a lot of the Close to My Heart left, so I used what I could from there for this one. And these photos are of the 4th of July from 2023. And of course, it's fun, food, and friendship. We had Cam over that year, which is one of Kaylin's friends here in the little city that we live in. He's one of our neighbors and, all of that. So here I am, I'm distressing. I decided that she doesn't really have this, but I am doing the circle theme that you will see throughout this, and then I do my own twist on it. When you are doing layouts and you're scrap lifting a layout or you're taking a sketch, you can take as little or a lot of the sketch or layout, or you can do bits and pieces of it, which is what I'm doing here. Now, I have 3 photos that are 2.5 by 3.5, and then I punched 2 other photos out with one of the circles, which is the 2 3/8 punch that I have, and then I made them like they are part of the circles. So the bottom one is of the food that I have. The top 2 are obviously Kaylin and Cam. And then I am distressing everything. I'm going to be distressing everything. I am showing you on one of these, and then I turned it off. I am going to outline all of the circles because I am on on red, and I've done a lot. And then I will show you what I'm going to do, and then we're going to go, and then I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to get everything ready, and then I'll come back. So I am going to place clusters, kind of like what she did in the layout that I'm scrap lifting. And what I'm going to do is, like, that bottom one has one of the photos, and it's just a small little photo of our fireworks saying, hey, we bought fireworks that day. And then the other one on top that you will see, now I've turned off camera and come back in. Now the one on top here is one of the fireworks that went off. That's a photo of it. And then I didn't do any more of them. I took the circle punch of 2 3/8 and made the best one and then went from there. So I am going to pretty much go through this whole thing and get all of the circles as much as I can without it looking like it's cray-cray, because I don't like cray-cray. So you're going to see me here kind of just try to get all of the circles as much as I can on this so that I am really using that shape. And what this hop is that, like I said before, we're going to revisit ours and make sure that you check the playlist. The 2025 playlist is listed there as well, and then the 2026. I don't have a playlist for the 2024, so what we did was we made playlists instead of like links, and it makes it easier. And so here I am, I'm just playing off of all of these circles, and these two circles that you're seeing that I'm working with mainly is going to be your 2-inch, and then I come in with the little circles of, I think that's the 1-inch, and then I took the 1/2 inch and I cut in the middle, like I punched a hole in the middle, and then you're going to see what I do with the 1/2 inch. I'm kind of just placing the circles kind of where I want to, and then make everything else come in together and play off. Make sure you go check out everybody on the playlist. Do all the YouTube-y stuff, like and subscribe. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. I am back normally with the 2 to 3 times a week. Right now, I am rolling with about 15 layouts a month, and that's including my one and only design team that I am on within that 15. So yeah. I'm just kind of playing. So I'm kind of trying to keep a streamline of it just being down the middle, and then leaving all of the other stuff on the outside to be like splatters and all of that. So I turned my camera off and got out the embellishments and the stickers. And as you can tell, they're all with the American Crafts, the Flags and Frills collection. I do put the God Bless America up there, and then I come in with a sticker that's called Beautiful, and that's going to be my title. I think it's called Beautiful, yeah. And that's going to be my title. And then I'm just kind of like going through. I find a bunch of the florals, and I add a bunch of the florals, and then I don't use them. I get them all out, I get them ready to go, and then I kind of put them away. Each little cluster is going to get a flag. You're going to see me come in with that. Off of the puffy stickers. I do have the puffy stickers. I have 2 sheets of those. Let's see here. I hope that you guys are enjoying all of the festivities of me being back, and truly this is the 2nd month in a row. You can't deny that I'm not back. As I am filming this is actually the 3rd of January when I film this, and I'm actually done with January. This is the second to the last layout that I am doing. So when I get done with this voiceover, I am going to work on my last layout for January, and then the whole month of January is going to be for February. And I'm kind of excited to be a full month ahead. That is going to help me drastically. I do have some crops coming up this year, so one here is obviously in January. I am definitely going to be doing a lot there. I am going to be working where I am not going to be a vendor this year at any of the crops that I go to. I am just going to be there and be myself and just work and enjoy. And that one is coming up here in January, and then I've got another one in June. I'm trying to find one over my spring break, and I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going to be going with that one too. So hoping I hit 3 of them this year. That's what I'm hoping for. So here I am. I'm just placing, like I said, I'm going to place all the flags. Each little cluster gets one, and then I come in with the stars that are on the puffy stickers, and then I come in with the enamel dots. And then the last thing I come in is with the color splash from Shimmer's Paints, and it's Penny in Your Pocket. there's my title. The penny in your pocket is a coppery type one, and I've got some goldish copper style. You can't see it until you get to the still shots, but it's like a coppery style, like embellishment that you see on some of my blue, the dark blue circles, and I wanted to play off of that. Here is the enamel dots. I'm going through the enamel dots, and I'm just going through. I'm going to add all of the white ones, and I'm going, because they stick out the best. I didn't want them to like fall off. And see, there's all those flowers that I was going to use, and then I don't. Then here I am. This is the last part of it. So I hope that you guys are all staying safe and staying warm, because I know it's in the month of January. I do try to get this to, it needs some little bit of water to get the splattering effect going. So I do add some water to it, which is totally okay. It's not going to hurt the product at all. So yeah, and the title, like I said, is going to be the word beautiful. And then this is it. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. I hope that you guys are all, enjoying all of the hops and all of that, and I hope that you guys come back soon, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
I don't know why I go when I go. I still don't know why this war in my blood, why this war with all that I love. Oh, my wandering ways and these faithless days, I find it hard to explain. My wandering ways, always turning away from your loving embrace, I find it hard to explain. My wandering ways, my wandering ways. I can't say